Hi, this is Mrs. Dotson, and you are here for your junior exit meeting. Please sign in for attendance. You can scan the QR code or type in the tiny URL. There are also signs available on your table with the same information. Today we have quite a bit of information to cover to help you prepare for your senior year. So let's go ahead and get started. You will hear about all of this information from me for day one of your junior exit meeting. On day two, you will meet individually with your counselor. You'll go over graduation requirements and lots of other information. In addition, you'll complete the junior exit survey. That will be on day two of your junior exit meeting. Do you know who your counselor is? Please look to see which counselor has your last name. This is the counselor that you will meet with on day two. The counselors may be the same next year, or they may change just a little bit based on class size and school population. But this is the counselor that you'll meet with on day two of your junior exit meeting. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Dotson, your college and career specialist. My email is jill.dotson@ocps.net. You may have received an email or two from me, and you will receive more in the future, so be sure to check them and read them. This is the College and Career Center, room 802. This is where you will work on college applications, financial aid, scholarships, and anything related to college and career. Let me give you a little bit of background about myself. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher and a coach. And then after teaching and coaching for a while, I decided I wanted to become a school counselor. So in order to go into those careers, I had to have the proper education. So I earned my Bachelor of Science, where I majored in exercise and sports science and minored in math from Texas Tech University. That allowed me to become a coach and a teacher at the high school level. Then I had to continue my education where I earned my Master of Arts in School Counseling, and that allowed me to become a school counselor. So as you're looking for your colleges, you're going to have some type of career in mind so that you'll be able to find and earn the degree necessary for your career. Not sure what you want to be when you grow up? No idea where you want to go to college or if you even want to go to college. So that is what I'm here for. I will be available through college and career workshops. And so if you click on that registration link or scan the QR code, that will let you know the times and dates that I'm available to assist you with college and career information. The best way for me to communicate with you is through the Student Services Canvas page. So please go to Launchpad, Canvas, and then locate the Student Services course. If you cannot find this, then please send me an email and I will be able to add you to the course. All right, let's check out the Student Services Canvas page. First of all, you need to get in the habit of checking the announcements every day. Going forward, there will be lots of announcements for juniors, and then into your senior year, this is how I will be able to communicate with you. As you can see, lots of information here for seniors, but as I mentioned, we will be posting things for juniors coming up soon. All right, if you scroll down just a little bit, we'll talk about some more items. We click on the class of 2023. Everything that I go over today will be located here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. The junior exit meeting notes will be the PowerPoint that I'm going over today. The schedule is just a list of teachers and the dates that they came down to the Student Services Department. Brag sheet, career exploration, and big future will all be things that we'll be discussing throughout the presentation. So if you'd like to follow along, just click on the junior exit meeting notes and open up that PowerPoint, so that way you'll have easy access to all of the links. Okay, if we go back to the home page, if you click on Apply Now, this will be all the information you need about college applications. Meet your counselors, that will list all of the contact information for your counselors. Community service, is that required for graduation? No, it is not. What is it required for? Bright Futures. So if you need any information about community service, the forms that you need to fill out, some example opportunities, then check out this link here. College information. In the fall, there will be college representatives that will come to Freedom High School to visit with you. Those are called college visits. When they come, they will tell you all about their college and also give you opportunities to talk to them and ask questions. So this is information from those college visits this last year. So that's a great place for you to start doing some research about the colleges you'd like to attend. This row right here is all about the money. Scholarships, lots of scholarships are listed here. Most of them are for seniors, but you can check them out because a lot of them are renewable for next year. Then we have the Bright Futures, which we will learn to call that the FFAA. And then we have the FAFSA. We'll discuss all of these throughout the presentation. In addition, there's a link for college and career workshops. So if you need to meet with me, this will tell you all of the dates and times that I'm available. And if you want to know what type of careers are out there, here are some activities for career exploration, current jobs that are available, and then more information about the military and QuestBridge. Again, I'll be discussing all of this in today's presentation. Be sure to use the Student Services Canvas page as a resource, as well as a way to receive communications from me about college and career-related items. Another way for me to communicate with your parents is through Facebook. So if your parents are on Facebook, please scan the QR code and text that QR code to your parents so that they can join. And this will just be a way for me to share information about workshops, financial aid, college applications, and all of the workshops that will be coming up throughout the rest of this year and all the way through your senior year. So please have your parents join the parent Facebook page. Another great resource is the OCPS College and Career YouTube channel. So please check this out. You can type in the tiny URL or scan the QR code, and you'll see that there are lots of videos there that will be helpful, again, with your research and to help us prepare for next year, and how-to videos. So they are videos that can walk us through some of the financial aid applications. You should have picked up the SUS matrix as you came in. If you did not, please come get one at the front of the room. This is a list of all of the public universities in the state of Florida, and it allows us to take a quick glance at what the requirements are for these public universities in Florida. So for example, if we were to look at FAMU, we see the required GPA, the SAT, and the ACT. S stands for summer admission, and F stands for fall admission. So these are just the averages. So of course they accept some GPA and test scores that are higher, and they accept some test scores and GPAs that are lower. The SUS matrix, which is the public universities in the state of Florida, is helpful because it gives us a quick glance as to the GPA, SAT, and ACTs that are typically required for those schools. And remember, those are not the only schools in Florida, and they're not the only schools that you can apply to. There are lots of schools out there. Okay, so let's switch back to the OCPS College and Career YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like because it's a YouTube channel and that's what you're supposed to do. But we're going to go ahead and look at the playlist. So if you click on the playlist, that will just put all of the videos into categories. So here's some informational videos, step by step. We will use those next year. If you want to learn about the military, there's a whole list of military, top 20 liberal arts, top 20 colleges and universities, Orange Tech, Valencia, and we have the public universities here. So I'm going to go ahead and view the full playlist. And you can see there's all of these videos over those SUS or those public universities in the state of Florida. So once again, this is another great resource for you to do some research to find out which college is best for you. So be sure to bookmark the YouTube channel for OCPS College and Career so that you can come back and find it. Now let's talk about you. Where do you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years? Do you want to have a car? Do you want to be able to buy your own house? Would you like to travel? Well, what do all those things have in common? Money. That's right, they all cost money. And so how are we going to be able to afford the things that we want? We're going to have a career. So in order to get that career, we need to have a plan and we need to set goals. We need to take a look at our post-secondary options. Post meaning after, secondary meaning high school. So what are the options for after high school? We could go straight to work and get a job. We probably would start out at minimum wage, then 10 years down the road, probably still be at minimum wage. So what do we need to do so that we're not stuck in that type of job? In order to get a higher paying job, you need skills, you need training, you need education. So let's look at the options to get what you need so that you can earn that higher wage, that higher salary. One option would be an apprenticeship program. This is where you're getting paid to learn a skill. Apprenticeship programs are available through Orange Technical College. There are lots of programs available, as you can see. So if this is something you're interested in, then check out the apprenticeship programs at Orange Technical College. The next option would be Accelerated Skills Training Program. These programs are through Valencia College and prepare you for high demand, higher wage careers in a short amount of time. So check out some of the options through the Accelerated Skills Training Program at Valencia. The next option would be the military. Have you considered looking at the military? You can learn the skills of the particular branch that you join. You can get your education, your college paid for. Then you can either continue as a career in the military or you can get out of the military. So definitely check out the options for the military. We saw there was a playlist on the OCPS College and Career YouTube channel. So that would be a great place to start. And also the recruiters are here at lunch between the PAC and the cafeteria. So be sure to talk to them. Ask them, what kind of careers do they offer? How can I get my college paid for? Another option would be technical college or certification programs. Technical college would be Orange Tech. Certification programs would be through Valencia. Both of these are great programs where you can get educated and get to work. So check out those programs and see what they have to offer. A specialty program might be like cosmetology school, travel agent, real estate license. So that would be something where you need some sort of license to become a professional. So these that we just spoke about are going to be all of the non-traditional options for after high school. Then we have the traditional 2-year college and 4-year university. So which option is best for you? Before we can figure out which post-secondary plan is best for us, we have to have a career in mind. Here are 2 options to explore careers that are out there. One is through SCORE, which is on your Launchpad. And you can go there, and when you click on it, you will see a career inventory called U-Science. And that will take your interests and your skills, combine them together to create a list of careers that fit you. Another example of career exploration is the 1-2-3 Career Aptitude Test. You can go to that website and complete responses for 15 activities. So you're going to look at pictures, you're going to decide one that you like and one that you don't like, And when you finish that, a list of careers will be available. When you look at that list of careers, you can see maybe there's something new that you've never heard of before. You can explore and see what type of education is required and how much that career makes in salary. So this is just a great way to start and to see what other careers are out there. Now that you have a career in mind, we need to know what level of education is required to be successful in that career. Everybody's going to get their high school diploma next May. That's very exciting. You're going to work hard. Your counselors are going to make sure you're in the right classes, and your teachers and staff are here to support you. So we're definitely going to get that high school diploma next year. But for your career, do you need a certification or an apprenticeship program? Do you need an associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree? Do you need a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year degree? But keep in mind, if you start out at Valencia, you get your associate's degree, that would be the 2-year degree. Then you can continue your bachelor's degree for 2 additional years. And so that would give you the full bachelor's degree. And that's just an example. Or do you need to further your education? So what level of education is required for the career of your choice? So you have your career in mind. You have the level of education that's required. So now it's time to create a list of colleges. We can do this through College Board. It's called bigfuture.collegeboard.org. And this will allow us to create a list of colleges. Along the way, we can have a chance to win a $500 scholarship. So let's listen to the opportunity for the Big Future Scholarship. So go to bigfuture.collegeboard.org and sign in if you know your College Board account. If you don't, then you can recover that information later. When you scroll down, you'll see Plan for College, and there's currently 4 boxes. 2 more will be added later during your senior year, but right now we have access to 2. Each time you complete one of these tasks, your name goes into a drawing for $500. Have you practiced on Khan Academy? I'm sure you have. So if you click on Go to Khan Academy, complete the task, your name goes into a drawing for $500. Now let's look at creating the college list or build your college list. It says 0 out of 6. Why would College Board recommend that we have 6 colleges on our list and 6 colleges that we apply to? Well, we want to make sure that we have options for acceptance and also options for financial aid. We want to make sure if we only apply to one college, what happens if they don't accept us? We've got to have a backup plan. Another reason to have several colleges that you apply to is to look at the different financial packages. Let's say your number 1 school offers you 0 money in scholarships, but your number 3 school, which still has the major that you want, still is a great school, and it offers you $5,000 in scholarship. Well, that school's looking a lot better. So if you apply to 6 colleges or more, then you have options, and then you'll have to make those decisions later. So let's go ahead and click on Find Colleges. And on your own time, you will be able to enter information about location, major, type, and campus life. The more questions you answer, the more colleges that will populate that match what you're interested in. So that's something that you can work on day 2 or on your own at home. But let's go ahead and enter a college that we want to search for. So I put in UCF just as an example. I'll click on UCF and it will take me to the UCF page. I'm not a high school junior, and so I will not be able to log in. But if you know your login, it's just giving you a reminder that you could qualify to win $500. So I highly recommend doing that. We did have 5 seniors last week that I was notified about that won this scholarship. So it is possible. All right, so if we look at UCF, we can see lots of information here. You can go across all of these tabs to find out information and continue to see that there's some videos down here. Admissions would be, what does it take to get in? Academics, do they have the major that you want to study that will lead to your career choice? And cost is always a good one to look at, so let's take a peek at this. So when you look at cost, you want to look at in-state tuition. That in-state tuition is what the Bright Futures will pay for at 100% if you qualify. We'll go over those details in a moment. But the total cost will include that in-state tuition as well as all of these other costs. So be sure to look at all of the costs when you are considering the price of college. Then if we go back up to the top, we can add to our list. I've already added UCF to my list, but you can click add to your list if you want to save it. Then you'll have some hearts up here, and those hearts will just tell us what's already on our list. And if you're logged into your College Board account, then you'll see all of the colleges that are on your list. So that's what's nice about it. When you log in, you save your list. You don't have to start your search over from the beginning. So it's a good idea to start looking at colleges and creating that list, and maybe you could be the winner of $500 along the way. That would be great. And then continue to do every item on the Big Future Scholarship so you'll have more chances to win. As you're looking at colleges, you need to consider, are you a QuestBridge candidate? Are you in the top 10%, high GPA, high class rank? Do you have an SAT of a 1260 or higher, ACT of 27 or higher? Is your household earnings less than $65,000? If those are things that you match or you're close to matching, you might consider QuestBridge. What is it? It's a college application process that includes a scholarship if you qualify. The application opens August 1st and is due in early September. If you'd like to find out more information, please set up an appointment with me and I'll be glad to go over that with you. OCPS likes to recognize students who have applied to the top universities and liberal arts colleges by honoring them with the title Super Scholars. What exactly is a Super Scholar? It's a qualifying student that gets accepted to a top university or liberal arts college, and oftentimes they get full scholarships. So you never know unless you apply. Who should apply? Top 10%, high GPA, and high qualifying test scores. If this is something you're interested in, then please make an appointment with me. Well, how do you know if you're in the top 10% or not? Well, I sent you an email, so please go to your student email, and the name of the email was Junior Data, GPA, Class Rank, and FFAA. It was sent on March 27th. So I introduced myself, and then there's a table here with all of your personal data. So it'll say your data with your name there. It'll say who your counselor is, has your unweighted GPA. Remember, a minimum of 2.0 is required for graduation. And then it has your weighted GPA. That's what colleges are going to be looking for. And then it has your class rank. So that's how I know if I'm in the top 10%. Class rank is, again, the highest GPA is number 1. The lowest GPA would be 662. So if you're in the top 10%, you would be 1 through 66. There is other information on that email as well, such as the FAFSA, which we'll get to. the FFAA application, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. So we have our career that we've decided on. We know the level of education that we need. We've created our list of colleges. And now the next step is to do the college application. So that's where that information from that email will come into play. There are 3 different types of main college applications. There's the Common App, SendEDU, and Coalition. And those would be college applications that are for more than one college. So you can do one application and it gets sent to multiple colleges. Or you may go directly to the college website, such as Valencia or Orange Tech. The Common App is the most popular application, so I'll give you a few details about the Common App. You'll create an account, and then you'll complete the student portion, which includes the academics, extracurricular activities, and the essays. Then your counselor will complete their portion, which includes a little bit about your character. They'll upload a transcript, and they may have to do a letter of recommendation. Some colleges require that, but not all of them. Typically, you'll ask your counselor and a teacher for a letter of recommendation. So something that's helpful to them when writing their letter of recommendation is for you to include a brag sheet. And this is just information that's all about you. And this is something you can start on now and then continue to add to it as you go through the summer and come back in August. So this is definitely something I would recommend getting started on now, so that way you'll be ahead of the game and ready to go. The brag sheet can be found on the Student Services Canvas page under the Class of 2023. The last piece of the college application is paying the application fee. If you are on free or reduced lunch, then that fee can be waived. You'll apply for free or reduced lunch in August. I do realize everybody is getting free lunch right now, but in order to qualify for that fee waiver, you do have to apply, and we'll do that in August. And I'll send out reminders for that. Phase 2 of the application is the SAR or the SPARK form. This is just a way to equalize the comparison of all students. So if you have a student from Texas who is on a 10-point GPA scale, and you have a student from Florida who's on a 4-point GPA scale, instead of the Texas student having an 8.8 GPA and you only have a 3.8 GPA, that's a pretty tough comparison because they're not equal. So the SSAR and the SPARK equalize that comparison so that the colleges can make a better selection. This is what you will do after you submit your application. College applications open August 1st, and most of them are due November 1st. But of course, all colleges are a little bit different. So the student is responsible for knowing the deadline for the colleges they're applying to. It is very important. Colleges don't accept late work. Some colleges do accept applications all the way through May 1st, like UCF. But keep in mind, if you wait until April 30th to do your UCF application, you're going to have very little chances of getting in. So I highly recommend we get everything ready to turn in by November 1st. So be sure to plan ahead, create that list of colleges, and get started on that brag sheet. Now that we've completed our college application, any idea how much college costs? Well, as you can see, those colleges cost around $22,000, and then Valencia costs about $6,000. You can see this information on College Board when you are creating the college list under the tab labeled Cost. So how are we going to pay for college? Anybody have $22,000 laying around? How about $88,000 for 4 years? Probably not. So let's look at a couple options to help us pay for college. The FAFSA, Free Application for Federal Student Aid, is the federal government giving you money for college, up to $6,495. It is based on financial need and lots of other factors. Anybody want some free money? Well, don't apply now. The application opens October 1st. You do have to be an eligible citizen in order to apply to the FAFSA. If you're not eligible, we will be looking for other scholarships, so just be aware of that. And our goal will be to complete the FAFSA by November 1st. No worries, lots of workshops will be available, and you will need your parent income tax information as well as other details. But we'll worry about this in October. Just want you to kind of be aware of what's coming. So we talked about college applications being due by November 1st, and now we want to get our FAFSA done by November 1st. So a new goal would be to get those college applications done in August and September so that we have October to focus on financial aid. Where else can we look for money for college? The Florida Financial Aid Application, the FFAA, is the state of Florida giving you money for college. The most popular scholarship under the FFAA is the Bright Futures. This application opens October 1st. The FFAA is one application for 14 different scholarships. It is for colleges in the state of Florida. All seniors will complete the application in October so that you can see if you qualify for any of the 14 scholarships. So let's look at the qualifications. So for the FAS, you can see the information there, GPA, community service, and test scores. That would be for 100% tuition, which is about $6,000, and it's renewable for 4 years. If you don't quite meet those qualifications, then you can have the Florida Medallion Scholarship if you meet those qualifications. That would be about 75% tuition, approximately $4,500 per year for 4 years. As a reminder, this is for the public universities in the state of Florida. So how do I know where I stand right now? Check your student email that I sent to you on 3/27 called the Junior Data. When we look back at our email, we see the FFAA application opens October 1st. The coursework says not met. Well, here is all of the coursework that's required for the FFAA. So have you had English 4? No, so you haven't met the coursework yet. Then the FFAA calculates their own GPA, which is right here, using just those courses there. So be sure to check with your counselor to make sure you have all the courses required for the FFAA. In addition, you have FFAA test scores, which we do not have those in yet. And then we have community service, which mine says 0. But I know I have 50 hours worth of paperwork sitting on my desk at home. How come it says 0? Well, guys, you got to make sure you turn that paperwork into your counselor so it can get into the system. All right, and be sure to check the Student Services Canvas page for opportunities for community service. And then most people are ineligible right now because you don't have the SAT scores posted to the FFAA yet. Once again, the application opens October 1st. So as a reminder, get those college applications done in August and September. So that way we have October to focus on financial aid, such as the FAFSA, which is the federal government giving you money, and the FFAA, which is the state government giving you money. All of the money that you're awarded from the FAFSA or the FFAA goes directly to the college's financial aid department. And then that amount will be deducted from your tuition cost. So be sure to get those applications completed in October. Lots of scholarships are out there. Remember to check the college scholarships on the Student Services Canvas page. Majority of those are for seniors only, but you can start looking at them for qualifications. Right now, juniors can work on the Big Future, which is on College Board, and you can also look at Raise.me to start earning scholarships. Junior Boot Camp is coming soon. That will be throughout May and a few days in July. I will be hosting workshops specifically for career exploration, college lists, college applications, creating a Common App, college application essays, and your brag sheet. So check the Student Services announcements for dates and times. Just to help you plan out your senior year, if week 1 you can get to assist you with planning out your time for the college applications. Look at week 1 of August. Come with a college list of deadlines. Start the Common App. Start your brag sheet. Week 2, focus on the college essay. Brainstorm and get that rough draft going. Finalize the brag sheet. Week 3 in August, ask a teacher, a counselor, or other person for a letter of recommendation. Include that brag sheet when you request the letter of recommendation, and proofread that college essay. Week 4, finalize your essay and any other details on the application. And then week 5, submit your application. It's that easy, guys. You can get those college applications done in 5 weeks. So this would be a great plan because as we see when we come to October, we've got our senior meetings, similar to what we're doing here with the junior meetings. We have the new class rank comes out, the FAFSA and the FFAA both open up. You'll have a school day SAT, and if you haven't already completed those college applications, you'll still have to get those in, hopefully by November 1st. All right, then you can see a plan for the rest of the school year. So lots of stuff going on. This is such an exciting time for you guys. I'm here to support you all along the way. So just keep me in mind as you're going through this college application, financial aid, scholarship process. Check the Student Services Canvas page for college and career workshops so that you can get the support that you need. And I am here to help you guys. So I look forward to working with you, and congrats on making it to your senior year.